Coaching, I was fortunate, Tony, that I was introduced to coaching very early on. I was 28 years old. The owner of the office that hired me as their manager, I was a manager for a company called Golden Feather. And Golden Feather was a contractor of HUD. They were a
Okay.
private company that was contracted to sell HUD homes across different states. I was a manager.
Let's go.
And then, so I had some management experience, young manager at that, right, in my 20s. But this individual brought me over to manage the small operation that I mentioned a minute ago that had about 25 agents at the time. One of the things that he did is he included me to be coached from the very beginning. And so I almost thought it was an automatic, right, to be held accountable to somebody, to measure your numbers, to always work from profit, to calculate your risk very carefully, to know where your business is coming from, right? To know what percentage of total numbers is profitability versus everything else. I almost thought that was automatic, right? Because not only did we operate that at Golden Feather, the contractor, we had to show that to the federal government to maintain our contract. But then when I got into coaching, that was a standard for me. And so fast forward, when I got into coaching more formally was while I was with Keller Williams. First started off as a bold coach. They have a training program that they promoted, especially at that time, in regards to helping agents raise their production and then, of course, hold them accountable. And then from there, I transitioned into working with agents one-on-one. I coached for Tom Ferry for a number of years after that, and then I've been coaching just on my own for the last number of years, since most of my clients come to me by referral. The whole time, it's been about those things that I just mentioned. Profitability, where's your business coming from? And holding you accountable. Many agents know what they want to do, but they don't do it. Right? They know what they need to do and they still don't do it. And then time goes by and they wonder why their business isn't growing, or maybe at a greater level, why their life isn't changing. And so a coach that they trust, that gets into relationship with them, can really help with that, because they bring an unbiased perspective that is there to help promote the person or push the person. And many times that's the difference between doing it and not.
Yeah, having that call. How often are you connecting with your mentees?
Yeah, so my coaching program has us meeting once a week for a 30-minute phone call, kind of the traditional coaching program that is out there for real estate agents. Sometimes we do more. Sometimes we don't even need the 30 minutes, but we're basically measuring what it is we said that was going to take place last week.
Yeah.
That's where we start. All right, Tony. So I have my list, right, of what you said you were going to do. How did it go?
Did you do it?
Right. And so it always starts there, because there's always something that needs to be done. And then, of course, Tony will say what happened during the week. Right. And of course, that's where the coaching conversation really takes place, because it's what the activities we're wanting to do versus sometimes what gets in the way. And that is the coaching relationship. The person, the business person, gets stronger during that period, knowing that what they say they're going to do is being held accountable by someone that's in their corner, someone that's there to help them.